Greetings everyone, Tarot from the Divine here with your weekly reading going from Sunday the 13th through Saturday the 19th. So I normally would have gotten this done yesterday, but honestly when it came time to get it done, I was just mentally I wasn't able to do it. So I was exhausted. I had other psychic energy that I had to do on Saturday, and I did not realize it would take so much out of me for Sunday. So anyway, we're here doing this now. So Spirit, what are we going to be looking at this next week? First we have concern. So there is concern about something, a journey, what else, Spirit? I need about 3 more. For this next week. Courtship. What else, Spirit? A couple more. One flipped over? Yeah. Flip that back. See if it comes back out. So we have distant horizons. Marriage. Let's see if anything else comes out. Nope. Okay. All right. Okay. What's about this concern, Spirit? What is there the concern over? We've got 10 of coins in the reverse, and then we have King of Swords. 10 of coins in the reverse, a loss of finances, family burdens, or a short-lived celebration. So someone may receive something financially, but it'll be short-lived. Either they'll go through it too quickly, or something's going to happen. And then we have the King of Swords, who has good judgment, is ambitious and a warrior. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Kings are interested in results and practicality. And this affects thoughts, communication, and logic. So concern, so this King of Swords is in concern over a 10 of coins in the reverse, which is, you know, he's concerned about losing finances. What else, Spirit? So, you know, it could be an investment in stocks. Maybe it's a bad investment. Nine of Wands. This King of Swords needs to allow others to help. Take down barriers. Nines are overcoming obstacles. So in order to overcome this obstacle, he needs to allow others in to help. Then we have the Four of Swords, in order to lift the tensions and allow him to rest. Fours are structure and stability. So instead of staying up worrying, he needs to allow others to help, which will allow him to sit back and realize that others are there to help him, and he can rest easier. And then the Ace of Wands is a new initiative. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire sign, new beginnings or opportunities. So if he allows others to help, this could bring about a new opportunity. Anything else on this one? Okay, what about this journey? Two of Wands. Twos are partnerships and balance. Good advice being given and received. And it's Wands about a journey. So they may have to, this king may have to take a journey to receive some advice. And it could just be a journey downtown or journey to a bank or something like that. Or it could be an actual journey of several miles, several states. But anyway, there's a journey that has to be made to receive advice. So the first thing that came to my mind was journey to an attorney. Journey to an attorney. What else about this journey, Spirit? Strength. With strength, you can discover your higher purpose. Management and endurance. So this journey will give you strength, will give this King of Swords strength, because he will receive good advice. Now this could be a male or a female. Don't forget, there is no gender in the tarot. He could be a she could be a he. All of that. It's just the energy. So King of Swords energy. Oop. We have Five of Swords. So there's some sort of an upheaval or a conflict or a loss. Fives are instability, conflict, and change. So there could be some sort of a change or a conflict as a result of this journey and receiving good information. There could be a conflict. Can we elaborate on the conflict? Do we know what that's going to be about? Or who it's going to be with? The Sun in the reverse. So some type of burnout. It's growth, recovery, and illumination when it's in the upright. So can we elaborate on that? Conflict, burnout. Everything's telling me that it's someone that you're working with, or this King of Swords is working with. That the conflict. Maybe it's the fact that this King of Swords goes on a journey somewhere else to get information. And it causes a conflict. Six of Cups. Sixes are about harmony and communication. And it's emotions, relationships, and spiritual matters. And 6 is learning to live in harmony. Or it could be nostalgia, something from the past. So this could be someone that this King of Swords has relied on in the past, and they took a trip to get advice from them again because they've always given them good advice, and they're at a point that they need advice, and it's going to cause conflict because someone from the past is coming back in to give advice, and not everyone likes that. Why am I smelling a betrayal? I'd be interested to see if the Three of Swords comes out. We've got the Fool in the reverse. So that is actually right next to this new initiative. So this new initiative may not be all it's cracked up to be. The saying is leap but look first. So if this person is offered a new opportunity, make sure that you look at it first, because it could be resulting from someone because this person is concerned about losing their money. Now, this could be as a result of a bad investment, like I said, and if it's a bad investment, then whoever they're investing in is going to try to come up with a new investment for them to do. And this King of Swords is going out of the circle to receive advice. And so don't be a fool and jump into this initiative right away. Take time to look at it is what I'm getting. Okay, what about this courtship? Seven of Cups. There could be some confusion or illusion in this courtship. Too many options. What else? Because, when you have financial difficulties, it always, even if it's business, it seems to always bleed over into your personal life, even though you try not to let it. Or if it's in your personal life, it bleeds over into your professional life. I mean, it's your life. You can't have just one section. It all goes together. How many do we have here? Got 3. Okay. So the first one is the World. So this is a cycle ending. Okay. And the Lovers. Positive influence on future, intense relationships, love, and decisions. And it's in the upright under the courtship card. But then we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, which is clouded judgment, stress, expectations are high. It's about thoughts, communication, and logic. The ace is new beginnings or opportunities, but it's in the reverse. So this relationship could be with the Seven of Cups and illusions, and then the World with the cycle ending, Saturn, success and completion, and then the Lovers. So this is telling me, and then the Clouded Judgment. So we have the beginning being too many options or possible illusions. That someone is going to see the illusions, and they're trying to cloud your judgment with the illusions. But with those cards, I see the relationship ending. Especially with the World. Or someone is successfully... Lovers is in the upright, though. Someone is successfully casting illusions. To get this partnership, to get this courtship. It could be that way as well. So only take this if it resonates, any of it, whichever version it is. If none of them resonate, well, this part of the reading isn't for you, but, sit back and enjoy it. Then we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay, message coming your way, beware of outer appearances. Alright, so someone is trying to cast illusions. They are doing it successfully right now to get into this courtship relationship. So just be aware of that. What about this distant horizons? Ten of Wands in the reverse. Someone wants control over something, or they're losing control and they're grasping. Tens are about completion. So in the distance, something is going to be completed, but it's not going to be in your control. What is it that's going to be completed in the distant horizons in the future? The Hierophant. Okay, so there's a lesson to be learned to make the most of your gifts. Taurus energy can indicate unity or marriage, and this is a relationship. Six of Coins. Harmony and communication. It's material matters, money, could be career or health. So, Six of Coins indicates generosity, but discernment. It's a lesson to be learned here. Someone's worried about their finances. Someone is being deceitful to keep or get into a relationship. There's good advice on this journey. So if you give anything to anyone, be discerning. Be generous enough to give, if they need it, give it to them. But be discerning about it. Don't overgive and don't. Okay, and then I have the Three of Wands here too, which is delayed gratification or miscommunication. 3 is about growth and teamwork. But it's in the reverse. So possibly you're going to delay these finances. Not to be because it's miscommunication. So there's a miscommunication happening here somewhere. Either on someone's side. What else? Ooh, Ten of Swords in the reverse. Someone is going to recover or avoid a complete betrayal. Tens are completion. So someone's going to avoid a Ten of Swords. Okay, so this delayed gratification or miscommunication could actually be a blessing in disguise if you're able to avoid a Ten of Swords. By not giving this person, I have a feeling that it's this person over here, giving them what they want. And that's the lesson that you'll learn. And it will be out of your control. Or they are trying to gain control. No. No, it'll be out of your control. Whatever, you make the decision, and then what happens afterwards will be out of your control. And that's okay. Okay, what about this marriage? Oh, okay, the Death card. So, ending and beginning of a new cycle. So, this Ten of Swords, you're avoiding this Ten of Swords. You're going to learn a lesson. And it's probably going to be a lesson about this person who is upset that you went out of the circle to get advice. Okay, yeah, this the Six of Coins, yeah, they want you to go back here and invest. This investment they brought up, because this is in the past. This is the present, and this is the future. So they came up with this investment idea, and they want you to invest. And this, okay, there's a confirmation. This partner, oh boy, this partner in this courtship is involved. And you're going to figure it out. You're going to avoid the Ten of Swords. The relationship is going to end. What else, Spirit? Five of Wands in the reverse. And fives are instability and conflict. About goals, creativities, and passions. And in the reverse, trying to focus on a goal and avoiding conflict. So whoever this other person is trying to avoid this conflict. They're trying to avoid this death card. They're trying to avoid this. So look for someone trying to avoid conflict. They're just, if every time you try to bring up a subject and they change the subject, or they run out of the room, or, all of a sudden they've got to go somewhere or something. That's avoidance. I used to have a boss that I was the secretary, and every time, it was a small company, and every time a bill collector would call, I'd answer the phone, and he'd be like standing by my desk or whatever, and it'd be a bill collector. He would literally go run back into his office and close the door and hide. And it was a phone call. So, So anyway, Queen of Wands. In the upright. Queens are about feelings and relationships, self-expression, goals, creativity, and passions. Someone's going to get into their Queen of Wands energy and stand up and get business taken care of. They're going to focus on their goal. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. So let's look at, let's do the Yin and Yang Oracle. I never know which one I'm going to do, so that's why I leave them in the box until I decide. We might get some of the underlying energy, although it is pretty clear with just the tarot. But sometimes we get deeper insight. So let's see what we get. So, what about this concern? Freedom, Uranus, leap of faith, breaking free, new cycle, fast change, new direction. Okay. What else? Huh. Oh, this one always pops up. External party, karmic partner, friends, family, work, other people, obligations. And then karma, which is balance, weighing things out, cause and effect, choices, wants to make things right. Okay. Unexpected storm. Destruction, conflict, unforeseen change, sudden news. Alright, so this journey, unexpected storm. Yeah, this person going outside of the circle to get advice is causing this unexpected storm. Because the information isn't being controlled, see. They asked someone outside of their normal circle. They went back to the past, someone that they trusted in the past that gave them good information. And now it's caused all this hullabaloo and uproar. Okay. What about this courtship? Nothing on the courtship. One more time. South Node, resistance, fear of the new, clinging to old ways or situations. Okay, and that's where they're casting illusions to either get into or maintain the relationship. Sun, strength. Now see, the strength card came out in the upright, and then here we have sun and strength again, but it came out in the reverse over here. Sun came out in the reverse because someone didn't want something to be illuminated. But here it is strength, empowerment, heart chakra opening, compassion, happiness, truth revealed in this courtship. So remember, I told you the truth was going to come out. And it's coming out in these cards, not in those cards. That's why I like to use several different decks, because you seem to get a more complete story when you do that. I didn't ask specifically, did I? Okay. That's why I'm not getting anything. Okay. What about this distant horizons? Suffering, past suffering. Past affecting the present, lack, betrayal, victim, let the past go. So someone's having a hard time letting the past go. And it could be this past person that this King of Swords goes to for advice. And the past is affecting the present and they're not happy about it. And so they're trying to, Ten of Swords, they're trying to cast illusions. They're trying to do all of that stuff. So that card is for them. What else? Okay. Self-love, intentions. Focused on desires of the heart, self-worth, expansion, manifestation. Which is what this King of Swords needs to be doing. They need to be practicing self-love, self-care, and know that this is not in their hands. This is all, karma's out here. And everything's going to be set right. Anything else for this distant horizons? Cold control. Silent, observing, hiding feelings, secretive, blocking emotions, and a mask. Yeah, that pretty much describes them. Okay, what about this marriage? Nothing on the marriage. Stability, flow. Trying to balance, juggling, uncertainty, stressful choices, and chaos. So yeah, this Queen of Wands is going to have to make some stressful choices because, the Death card is in play there, and it is in the upright. So, there is going to be a change and some instability and everything while everything gets worked out. It's to be expected. Did one flip? No. Family foundation. Commitment, home, marriage, celebration, security. Which is what they wanted. Could be what they were trying to promise. Or that's what a marriage is supposed to be. Okay. So on the bottom is letting go. Oh, the Death card again. Wow. Endings, resilience, transformation, and power. That's what's on the bottom. And I didn't look at what was on the bottom of the tarot deck. The Star. Realization, hope, and inspiration. So after all of this is done, there will be hope. So let's get, let's do the ancestors. They usually have something good to say. I hope this finds you all doing well. Hope your week is starting out right. Hope you all had a good weekend. Remember, this is the energy for the upcoming week, so just keep your eyes open and maybe you'll see something happening around you. You know, it may not necessarily be you that it happens to, but it's the energy in the collective. So you may be able to recognize it. Okay. So we have the Goddess Circle. The Wheel of Change. Let's get it up here where you can see it. There we go. There is a season for everything, and this is yours. If you haven't already received the good news, it's on the way. It is safe to celebrate. You deserve it. Don't question the joy. Do not wait for the other shoe to drop. Rejoice, beautiful. You are the moment. This is your time. Positive change is on the way. Expansion, evolution, revolution. Be open to change. This is a great season to let go of the past and take a big risk. The powerful Egyptian goddesses and queens from the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck, Ketesh, Nefertiti, Ma'at, Sekhmet, and Iset, or Isis, showed up for this goddess circle. Their unified power creates a portal of unlimited choices and transformations. One thing about that Wheel of Fortune, it keeps turning. For some of your ancestors, it was difficult to feel joy for joy's sake. Heal their energy by celebrating yours now. Learn what it feels like to revel in joy, pleasure, and fun, just for the sake of it. If you're in your shadow aspect, yikes. Obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. Setbacks, misfortune, bad luck, things have not been going your way. Take a breath. Don't make any sudden movements. The fates have not been on your side, but know that this too shall pass. Yes, you may be feeling a little bit helpless right now, but remember that you're still in charge. The correspondence is the Wheel of Fortune, and the declaration is, I'm a winner, baby. So, and it looks like, I always read that other part because not everyone is in the upright. So I always read that other part. But this reading, this card would be in the upright. So, change is on the way. So anyway, thank you all for being here. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family, especially if it resonates with you, for them, so they can see the message. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please hit the notification bell. And hey, until next time, have a great day.